Good night, good evening, church. So my testimony is really short. It will be like really quick, but what I need to say is, my name is Carol. I'm from Brazil. I was born in 1994, and I was raised in a family, a Christian family, but in a family that was, being transformed by God. My mother, she was Christian, but my father, he was a new Christian. When he was born again, his family did not, accept him. They even were ignoring him because they did not agree with that. Before that, he used to deal with, witchcraft and, dark magic as his family. But, God made wonderful things in my family. And I was raised in the church. I used to sing on the choir and on musicals and, act on plays at the church. But as I was growing, I heard a lot of, words that made me feel really sad. As I was growing, when I was 9 years old, I had my first, depression crisis. And until I was like 15 years old, I had like three, of this. And I even, I attempted against my life for many times, but he didn't let me die.
Amen. Amen.
But the most difficult moment for me, it was when I was 15. I was studying, from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m., on courses in school. And my sister, she, underwent the same process. She could, the doctor said that she could not have babies. And she was really sad about that. And she underwent a really deep depression. She tried to kill herself many times in many, ways that you can't imagine. And even some people in her work, they were giving her, medicines, really dangerous medicines. And she was in a point that she was not recognizing us. So many medicines she was taking. And that was really difficult for me. I love my sister with, all my heart. Sometimes I joke and I say that she's my second mother. And, every time I was here, my sister says, like, if you love me, why don't you let me die? And that for me was really, it was breaking my heart. And I was undergoing a depression crisis, and she was also, and I was afraid of, presenting the situation to my parents. It's hard for parents to listen about this, that, their daughters are undergoing this kind of situation, but I was taking care of her, giving, food, cleaning her house, taking care of her like 24 hours a day with her husband. And thank God, God transformed her life. And 1 year, she discovered she could have a baby, and now he will turn like 2 years old this year. And I heard about that I was not capable to do the things. Even, people inside of the church, sometimes they say things, maybe they do not really mean it, but inside you're hurt. But I know that God had wonderful plans for me.
Amen. Amen.
And even though I was believing that, I had a really low self-esteem. At the end of the service, I was inside of the car almost for 2 hours alone because I was afraid of facing people, of talking to people, of dealing with them. I was so scared and hurt, by the words that people said to me. But, I heard some missionaries from Korea. They were, spreading the gospel in my church. And I heard more and more about how I could be, I had my value, and I need to learn about that. And nowadays, thanks God, I'm working in the church, helping in all the ministries they need help. And I'm really happy about that. I also help a support society in Korea for kids. And I'm here in Fitz to learn more about what God has to be, His plans in my life. And I'm really, really happy for all that, happened in my life. God, did amazing things in my whole family, and I'm really thankful.